Hi there, this is savewith.crypto. Okay, so we've finally got the stuff about ZoidPay and how you'll be able to liquidate your LKMEX, which is pretty cool. So it's not bad. It's not bad. I mean, if you've got 50,000 ZoidPay, right, which is worth quite a lot of money, I know, but that's what gets you to that silver tier. Now, with that, what you're getting 0.7 worth of your LKMEX when you spend it with your virtual card, right? Now the purchase value there seems to be up to $250, and you can make 2 purchases per month. Okay, so it's not amazing. When you get to the 100,000 tier, which is the top gold tier, I believe. Zoid's Gold, I think they call it. So the purchase value seems to be $350, and you can do that 6 times a month. Now, to me, I'm thinking, well, that is 4 supermarket shoppings and filling the car with fuel twice a month, maybe, and I could use LKMEX for that. And that would come to a total of whatever 6 times 350 is, which is $2,100. Okay, so that's still not bad, and that would give me LKMEX at its current value. Now, some people think the price of MEX is going down to 0. It might make sense to use it while I can. I personally don't think that's the case. I think once the tokenomics model gets into play and stuff, it will actually be okay. But to be honest, I need somebody to help me out a little bit here. So the page you need to look at is this one here. It's on elron.com/blog, and it's called Broad Distribution and Compelling Tokenomics Introducing the MEX Economic Model. And this is by Lucian Tadea. Now, what I really need is someone to explain this to me a bit more simply. So it says, MEX's economics design begins with an aggressive token emission schedule to rapidly bootstrap and accelerate growth, followed by a gradual reduction of rewards in favour of token conservation, combined with lock-up incentives favouring longer-term alignment and contribution. Okay, so MEX supply, distribution and emission. Right, so MEX's primary function is to incentivise providing liquidity to the exchange. Right, that's what we're doing. There's currently no hard cap on the supply of MEX tokens, making it an inflationary token. Okay, so we know that because there's 8 trillion in circulation or whatever it is, but enormous amount. And it says without block rewards, there would be much less incentive to provide liquidity. Okay. However, the aim is to make deflation higher than emission by building deflationary mechanisms into MEX's products. The goal for medium to long term is for more MEX to leave circulation than the amount being created. At present, 0.05% from LP fees will be used to buy MEX and burn them. In the future, more burn mechanics will be created with every new product we will launch on top of the Maiar DEX, like the lottery, for example. Okay, now if somebody can sort of explain that to me in kind of like little boy language, I'd really appreciate it. But I as far as I can see, there is a mechanism there to make it deflationary now, and a lot of people are worrying now because there's 8 trillion MEX in circulation and the price is just going down. But to be honest, the price of everything has gone down since November. And there's also this PDF here, which might mean something to somebody, but to be honest, it doesn't mean a ton to me. But anyway, so there you go. If someone can explain that to me a bit better, then I'm all ears, and I'd love to hear what this is all about and how it becomes deflationary. Anyway, back to ZoidPay is the reaction to this on Twitter, which was only quite recently, in fact like an hour ago. It's all been quite positive, really. Everyone seems to think it's a good thing. So there you go. Now with the higher tiers, I mean, if you were to go for that silver tier, you'd be getting 12%. Actually, it says 12% to 15% on your staking. Now, I think the 15% is if you've got a shopping pool, and there will be not many people who have those, but generally 12%. So I suppose, if you had like $100,000 worth of ZoidPay, then you'd be getting $12,000 a year from your staking, which is, quite a lot of money, really. And I think for some people, I know these figures sound huge, but a lot of people are actually thinking, how can they get enough kind of equity stashed away so that they can actually live on the passive income alone? And it's, you do need a lot of money, to be honest. The other way I could think of doing it was with Freeway, where you get the 43%. So if you were putting away $100,000 worth of either US dollars or Bitcoin or Ethereum, then you'd be getting $43,000 a year passive income, which is well, for me, enough to live on, to be honest. These are all different options for people who've got a lot of money, but for people with less money, I can see this ZoidPay being attractive. So let's have a look at the price of ZoidPay. Yeah, and in fact it was as low as 24.5 cents this morning, and it's gone up to 29 now. I suspect on that kind of news, which is nice. And as much as I'd love to tell you that MEX did exactly the same, it didn't. This white line here, this was when it got listed on BitMart. And I'm not sure if the data got through to TradingView properly, because this doesn't look right, really, because it went like flat, then sort of dropped a ton at 1 o'clock this morning. And it's come down to here now. I think that's probably wrong data going into TradingView. Yeah, the chart on ARDA.run looks similar, but it looks a bit more natural because it's got wiggly bits in it. But yeah, sure, it has come down. I know this doesn't look good, but to be honest, eGold at the start looked like this. Having said that, eGold's gone down massively today. And this morning would have been a good time to buy some eGold. And guess who didn't? Me. So another thing I've missed out on. The actual ZoidPay, I was thinking, because I really want to get one of those higher tiers and be a Zoidster, as Eduard Onichi calls them. But I certainly haven't got enough fiat on the side to be able to sort of splash out on 100,000 ZoidPay. So I was thinking of a different way of doing it. So nearly 30 days ago, a lot of people were saying, have I ever withdrawn from Freeway? And I said, no, I haven't, but I will do. So what I did was I set the notice period for 30 days. Now that notice period runs out on May the 29th, which is Sunday morning. It's a bit weird, actually, because it says May the 29th, 2022. It doesn't actually give a time. It says GMT. So I think what it means is when it becomes May the 29th. So I think that's kind of like midnight on Saturday night, Sunday morning. So that is when I can withdraw without penalty from my Freeway account. Now, my earnings since January is actually a staggering $21,608 US. So what I'm thinking is I might withdraw that amount, probably in Bitcoin or Ethereum, one of those, maybe a bit of both, and then use that to probably buy eGold, put the eGold into the DEX, swap it into ZoidPay, and try and aim to get that 100,000 ZoidPay. Now this is actually quite a large chunk of my worth, so obviously it's a big decision, and I know some of you probably think I'm mad, but there again, a lot of people think I'm mad for just holding the majority of my wealth in Bitcoin and Elrond. So no change there then. So I don't know. I might do it. It seems a little bit scary because I love the idea of Bitcoin because there's no one in charge of it, and it's got its scarcity and there's no kind of company behind it with a plan. Whereas obviously if I was to rely on things like Elrond and ZoidPay, I'm talking about a bunch of guys over in Romania, and it's a little bit different. However, I think the potential of ZoidPay is quite amazing, and the more I look into it, the more I like it. So it's definitely something I'm considering. So it's Friday now, so I've got just over a day and a bit to think about it. But in any case, I will be doing that second video where I withdraw from Freeway, because that's what I was asked to do. So that's what I do. If you appreciate that, give the video a like, and please make sure you subscribe. Make sure you got a notification set on all. Leave a nice comment, and above all, tell your friends.